Did you have anything on?
I didn't have anything on, actually, no. Honestly, as it says on that front cover, this issue and doing this was about coming to peace with the battle that I've had with my body from a very, very young age. And you get to... I'm 50 next year. I'm 50, and I just thought, do you know what? I've got to make peace with myself. I don't want my 50th year to be full of hang-ups and what are people going to say, and I feel I can't do this and I can't do that. And there was a point... A few months ago, I thought, do you know what? I'm actually OK. I am going to be 50 next year, and I've gone through a lot. I'm happily married. I've got 2 amazing children. I've got a great career. I've never asked for anything from anyone all my life. And actually, I'm all right. I'm fit, I'm healthy,
Good.
So I'm going to celebrate it for myself. And I genuinely work hard.
What do you think caused your hang-ups? Do you think it was hang-ups as a woman, hang-ups because of your culture, or a mix of both?
My body, you know, if I look at it, when I was young, it was taken advantage of against my will.
Okay.
And from that moment, I never saw this as a sexual thing. It was something that just was there. I didn't have a mental connection. After that, I had psoriasis, riddled with psoriasis. You know, in the 80s where you saw women, they had lovely figures, long legs, they were waifs. I had big thighs, a bottom and no boobs. So my body, I felt, was never in fashion. I couldn't show my body because culturally, I do come from a modest culture and I respect my culture and I respect the people that live in it. But, you know, I've never fitted in with the ideals of it. So for me... to think about my body was about being shameful, and the whole cultural thing is about, you know, you will bring dishonour to the family if you show your body. So all of those hang-ups, you know, my body went through failed pregnancies, my body went through IVF, my body recently has gone through menopause, and I haven't talked about the effects of that, but honestly, there were parts of my body that my skin was so bad. And you get to that stage in your life as a woman and you just think, my goodness, I don't feel sexy at all. And I think the ultimate thing was, you know, you go into your wardrobe door, you know, drawers, and I started putting my underwear on, and I thought, when did I get to big pants? When did that happen?
Oh, I love them, though.
You know, I do love them. And I thought to myself, you know, I've got to start making an effort, not just for myself, but also for my husband and my marriage.
Yeah.
And I looked at myself and I thought, Saira Khan, if you don't do something and address this... But I think with wisdom and life experience and the state where you are now, I just thought, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to celebrate it. Because I am at peace with myself.
We all think it's wonderful. As someone who has always got her kit off, whether I've been paid for it or not, I think it's fantastic.
Thank
you. Do you think that from the culture, we'll obviously, there's always going to be snide people out there. I think what you've done is wonderful.
Thank you.
And I think it celebrates a beautiful woman comfortable in her own skin.
Thank you.
Do you think from the Asian community there will be a backlash? I mean, you mentioned in the thing that you hadn't even told Mum. What do you think Mum will think?
Well, I've said to my mum, now listen, Mum, when you go to the co-op at 9 o'clock this morning to get your milk, there'll be a picture of a woman that looks like me. But it's that Anita Rani from BBC One Country Files. I'm telling you, it's not me, so don't panic, it's fine.
And what does Steve think?
Well, Steve's obviously been
Is
through
it in the hallway yet?
Steve says there's one of the pictures that he's going to blow up and put up on the wall. And I said, listen, that's absolutely fine. You look at that before you go to bed, but do not disturb me. I'm telling you right now. Because you know I don't like to be disturbed. I'll have my onesie on, you do what you want, that's fine. But you know, I had to sit down with my kids as well, because when a woman chooses to do this, it's not just about you. I've got an 11-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter, and I have to tell you, I've made them into real feminists. And I've described why I'm doing it, and they were just like, yeah, OK, fine, and they were fine. So it was a family decision. But with my mum, I mean, I respect the culture that my mum is from, and I know that it's difficult for her because people will say to her, what has your daughter done? Why does she have to feel that? But I have to say, I get my strength from my mum. She has done things out there in the community that I would never do. So I just say, Mum, I love you, and I just hope that you know that I did it for the right reasons.
And you've done this for you.
Yeah, and I've done it for me, yeah.